Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And in this corner, it's the Roan Sniper the Boss Richards, 180 centimeters tall with a 70.9-inch reach. And he'll be facing the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn. He's 5 foot 10 inches tall with a 72.8-inch reach.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
It's the Roan Sniper the Boss Richards. This light heavyweight and super middleweight always comes looking to entertain the crowd. The Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Surrey, England, a British and Commonwealth super middleweight champion, Roan Sniper the Boss Richards. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Through the hook, didn't land. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Both men step back for just a moment. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Why aren't they defending? He blocks the uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That's a scoring left hand. The courage on display here is incredible. Good left hand. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Lands with the right counter. Let's talk about Richards. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the score. Here we go, it's round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What a punch. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Still swinging with nothing left.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He misses with that jab. Good counter right hand again. And he misses with that jab. Right punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Richards. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
And he just missed with that left jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Richards. That bell could not have come. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around? They score again with the left hand. Nice exchange here from both men. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
And this with that jab. Good counter punch. He fails to score with that left hook. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
He misses with that jab. Left counterpunch will score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Richards. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. There's the bell to start round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's a right hand. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That punch landed. You hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. He gets out of the way of that left hand. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Talk about Richards. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who... This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You can't score with that uppercut. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Richards. Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice punch. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Richards. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell for round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
That one lands. Catch and shoot. Got out of the way of that right hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed. Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Just gets out of the way of that left hand. Swing and a miss. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Richards. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. There's the bell to start round 9. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around? This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Counter right. So that left lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Perfect counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think them. You just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
He just misses with that jab. You couldn't write a script like this. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Richards. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need it. There's the bell for round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Swing and a miss with that hook. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That punch scores. Quick punch scores. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Richards. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
counter left. No rest for the weary. Nope, that jab not going to score. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That left counter was perfectly timed. That one will count. To answer back. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Richards. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Nice counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're gonna find out.
Nothing but air on that hook. The courage on display here is incredible. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.